Alexa, pause. Okay.
A friend of Agatha's called Kate tells her about her future job at the museum. Multiple fingerprints are present, all belonging to the same person. A friend of Agatha's called Kate tells her about her future job at the museum. The most fashionable contemporary art centre in Paris writes to Agatha, offering her a prestigious job. Agatha's career seems to be going well. You just found the fingerprint proof.
I've been looking at it. I assume it's hers.
The contract between Richard Hugh and the Von Rove Foundation. It's signed by millionaire Carl Von Rove. You just found the fingerprint proof. A dedication from Carl Von Rove. Dear Richard, a friendly reminder, your beloved patron. Huh. Sounds like a nice guy. Knowing his reputation, I have my doubts. A post-it note on a painting is surprising enough. Even more so when it's signed by Carl Von Rove. Proudly signed by Carl Von Rove. Is it really his signature?
No.
You just found the fingerprint proof. You've not yet scanned any evidence on this object.
I'm trying. It's just a little low,
A
apparently.
collection letter from his bank. He owes 40,000 euros. The bank does not seem to be laughing. It says legal action will be taken if the situation is not regularized within. You just found the fingerprint proof. A letter of formal notice was sent 1 month ago, and Richard was supposed to regularize his debts as soon as possible. A collector's item. It seems to belong to a collection of African art. A knife marked with blood. A paintbrush planted in a calendar. A surprising way to mark a date? I imagine it must have been if the brush is planted on the date of his next exhibition. A dramatic setting. You just found the fingerprint proof. A paintbrush planted in a calendar. A surprising way to mark a date? I imagine it must have been important to Richard. A missed call from Carl Von Rove on Richard's phone. Why would a millionaire want to call a small artist? Do they know each other? What's the link between Carl von Rove and Richard Hugh? A text message from Carl von Rove on Richard's phone. Who does this fingerprint belong to?
Richard was a genius, but his erratic behavior made him a liability. I saw potential in his art, but his financial desperation was consuming him. What an incredible journalist. If it says Von Rove, it's probably mine. But do you really think I pay attention to all the little details in each contract? I'm way above such considerations. Yes, it's my signature. So what? Who cares? Oh, yes, I had to take the artist's tools. You always have to show the way. That's my responsibility as a patron. Oh, that's an inside joke between us. I wanted to support him and playfully indicated a date to motivate him. I'm glad he kept it. It must have touched him.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
I had to make a choice. My career or Richard? I'm not authorized to make any comment. It's a museum matter.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
Hey! 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 It's the damn garbage man. Stop it. Yeah.
I had just had a professional call. The museum I work for was to host Richard's next exhibition. And as it happens, my promotion as director was in question. They left me no choice.
It's enough. Huh. Well.
Here's a new scene. Try to collect all the clues. Don't forget that you can control the timeline with your watch.
Hey! Definitely not doing that. I'll stop it. Let me take a few of these with me. I'll sit down and... Enough.
Agatha is messaging Kate about her possible hiring. An SD card with an unenthusiastic inscription. A filming bag marked with Yann Mourier's production logo. An investigative file on Carl von Rove. A small file dedicated to Richard, made up of only a few documents.
Is there anything over there?
That's really the camera of Discord.
Oh, yeah. Itchy, itchy.
Nah, but this setup will give it a nice, raw, documentary feel. Hello? Oh, do you want, some food, coffee, anything? Let's just, get straight to the interview if that's alright. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna be direct.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be direct. Are you actually serious about this interview? You seem distracted, you don't have much equipment. Why? Am I not interested enough? Alright, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to rush this thing, but I have to deliver a two-part interview to validate my contract. Until I do, I can't move on to another project. Right. And, hey, I've been offered photojournalism assignment in Gaza.
Gaza?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a unique opportunity, man.
Okay, right, so this is just a formality for you? A box to tick before you move on to your real passion?
It's not like that at all. I take this interview very seriously.
Seriously? But it doesn't feel that way. You do know who I am, right? You know who I am? I mean, Jesus. Clearly, you're more interested in your war zone than you are me.
Richard? What? Do you think that you're more important than a war?
Oh my God. Look, I didn't sign up for this. You hear me? I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for this.
Well, if you care about my work, then act like it. Give me your camera. Whoa. You care for my work or not?
The shirt was likely stained with blood during the rough encounter between Jan and Richard.
Okay, look, Jan, I'm sorry. Hey, no, I'm sorry.
I'm done? Thank you, huh? Bye, man.
Yeah, come on.
Hey.
Damn.
Oh, that's right. It pauses every fucking time. Yes, it's a puppy dog. Come on, you get on the phone at some point, don't you? She doesn't know how to stand still, huh?
This is just a formality for you? A box to tick before you move on to your real passion?
Richard, it's not like that at all. I take this interview very seriously.
Seriously? Well, it doesn't feel that way. You do know who I am, right? You know who I am? I mean, Jesus. Clearly, you're more interested in your war zone. Oh my God. Look, I didn't sign up for this.
Hello?
You hear me? I didn't sign up for this.
But we need to discuss your
Well,
motion yourself.
if you care about my work, then act like...
I see. And what's the problem?
The board is apprehensive about potential conflicts. They need assurance that there won't be any complications with future exhibitions.
A long-awaited phone call. You've unlocked a new suspect.
I understand.
Jan Mourier, a journalist who covers Richard's creations.
I'll take care of it. Oh, for goodness sake, what's he done now? Something urgent just came up. I need to go. Okay, we'll continue this later.
Here is a new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Look at us.
This had nothing to do with making money. Who do you think I am? I expressed frustration about chasing after an artiste, but Martine, my financial advisor, spoke of Richard's potential impact on the art world. She highlighted how supporting him could significantly elevate the arts, which captured my interest. I envisioned the Foundation von Rove as a beacon for promoting true artistic talent.
Hey! Hey!
Welcome to Carl's office. It's very posh. Let's see what's going on. Look at your watch to check the timeline.
Oh, I mean, see it? Come on. It's way up there. Okay.
A contract on behalf of the Von Rove Foundation, not yet signed by the artist. Promotional material from the Von Rove Foundation. Who would want to hang a portrait of themselves on the wall in their office? A message exchange on the disappointing start of the Von Rove Foundation.
Enough.
An article dedicated to Carl Von Rove's new philanthropic vocation. Even the journalist doesn't seem to be fooled.
I'm not going to waste my time chasing down some worthless artist to sign a contract. I mean, what's his value, and keep it simple.
In about 5 years, you could see a return of 100 times your investment.
Oh, yeah. Well, that might be worth it then. Imagine, Foundation von Rove, promotion of the arts.
The only problem is that he's received 8 contracts already and hasn't responded to any of them.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go in person?
Oh, Martine, you're keen. Don't tell me you're interested in Richard Hugh. Oh, Martini, shaken and stirred, eh? Perhaps she is seduced by the first light of our promising star, eh?
Please stop. My interest is strictly professional. I just want to ensure we secure his commitment.
Fair. All right, then. Make sure it gets done.
A fax containing a list of multiple attempts to contact artists.
You've discovered a new suspect. Martine Lacan, Carl von Rove's financial advisor.
Hushy, hushy, little puppy.
Here is the new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Little puppies, little puppies. Come here, little puppy. Who hates the garbage man? Who hates the garbage man more than anyone else in the whole world? Oh yeah, that's you guys. You guys hate the garbage man. Yeah. Your brother ran away. Your brother ran away. You better get your loving while you can. Yeah. Yeah. He's back. He's back. Oh, wait, he's gonna push you out the way. What's going on over there? Woo! Oh. That's probably good.
Right, guys.
What a modest picture.
Yeah, that's what that is. Modest.
The one and only Mr. Carl von Rove.
Ugh. Oh, was that the only thing on here? It is. Okay. Oh. Ooh, bless me. Hi, guys. Well,
Carl seems to be having trouble finding artists for his foundation.
maybe we'll hold two things at once. Right, guys?
Can you match these fingerprints to a suspect?
Yep.
Martine, the Von Rowe family's financial advisor, was responsible for recruiting the artists. Will Carl be able to restore his reputation? The article seems dubious about these intentions. No one is fooled by the so-called spontaneous epiphany. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But despite his good intentions, Von Rove's name calls for constant caution. Very familiar fingerprints.
Okay, come on now.
An exchange of messages on the disappointing debut of the Von Rowe Foundation. I assume that the fingerprints are linked to the laptop user. Who sent this warning message about the Foundation's performance? An exchange of messages on the disappointing debut of the Von Rowe Foundation. An exchange of messages on the disappointing debut of the Von Rowe Foundation. Let's take a closer look at this Von Rowe Foundation contract. You just found the special proof. You just found the fingerprint proof. Let's take a closer look at this Von Rowe Foundation contract.
So that's her fingerprints. Oh. Oh. Alright, one more.
For a foundation that's supposed to promote art, it seems to focus mainly on There was only one fingerprint which seems to belong to someone who wasn't keen on sharing their pen. Isn't it a bit hubris to put your name everywhere?
Yeah, well. There we go. Now. God damn it. You're trying to improve.
You should have a word with my financial advisor, as this is more her concern than mine.
Okay. My hand in my pocket. That's all I did.
So you have no interesting evidence to present to me?
Maybe.
I have nothing to say about that.
All right, Mom. That one.
Why ask me about the Von Rove Foundation? And what business does the Von Rove Foundation have with you?
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
Not right now. First.
I must have handled that object. Yes, those are indeed my documents.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
In his cluttered studio, Richard was lost in his painting, oblivious to the world around him. I tried to convince him with promises of fame and fortune, but he was more interested in completing his masterpiece. Despite his initial reluctance, I finally got him to agree to the contract. It was a remarkable moment, although tinged with the chaotic energy that seemed to surround Richard.
Here's a new scene. Try to collect all the clues. Don't forget that you can control the timeline with your watch. Who's this lovely postcard addressed to? A piece of work that stands in stark contrast to Richard's most recent creations. A statutory work of art.
Finish this before it dries.
You'll have your own exhibition. The media will be there.
Again, thank you, but I am not interested.
You'll probably make a lot of sales.
Look, at this point in my life, the only thing that truly nourishes me is artistic fulfillment. I am far from the capitalistic concerns plaguing the world today.
What if there was an advance? Say, 100,000 euros.
Whoa. That's a lot.
But no, you can't just buy me.
We could see it as a sponsorship. Even Da Vinci had patrons.
Okay. Well,
A business card.
it wouldn't be
It is
for
embellished with a
financial
message.
reasons, of course. It would be to allow serene creation, supported and nourished by patronage.
So, shall we sign?
There is this contract again. And this time it's signed. The artist is bound.
Yeah. Here?
I don't want to offend you, but I couldn't sit there, especially with that mess.
Oh. I feel the weight of your judgment. Well, not all of us get to live and sleep in luxurious four-poster beds.
Wait, stop. Don't you want to read the contract first?
Well, with you and me, would you sign it?
I would review all the terms to ensure they suit you, and...
Oh, great. There's something.
Read the contract first.
Well, with you and me, would you sign it?
I would review all the terms to ensure they suit you, and after that, yes. Yes, I would sign it if I was in complete agreement.
No, hold on. Why are you being so cautious? Is there something fishy about this contract?
No, it's perfectly legitimate. You would get media coverage, and Carl would genuinely invest in promoting you. In return, you'd owe him 3 collections.
3? Oh, no problem. Look, creating more is easy for me. It flows out of me like a geyser.
Okay, you're clearly not going to read the document, so you'll need to know what's ahead. If you don't produce the additional collections, Carl can take all the profits from the current one until he recoups the potential earnings.
Okay, I understand. That works for me. Look, you see a man who is determined and ready. It will push me to create more.
Really?
What? What? Tell me.
Well, I've never had a contract signed like this before.
Ah, ha ha ha. Well, I am obviously unique. A willing train wreck.
Ah.
There is this contract again. And this time it's signed. The artist is bound. A pen we've already come across in our investigations. What a magnificent object. You can feel that it's there to be noticed. What could she possibly have sent? The timeline is complete. Let's go back to the investigation room. Here is a new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Disappointing, right?
I went to see him twice. The first time to support him, and the second time to encourage him.
Here's a new scene. Try to collect all the clues. Don't forget that you can control the timeline with your watch.
A professional digital camera with a retro look. A well-equipped backpack. An SD card for storage of video footage. A shooting file containing all the information needed to make a documentary. This phone received a message from Laura von Rove.
That's enough.
A note with creative ideas.
Ah, Richard, my golden goose, my boy. I couldn't miss the opportunity to see your brilliance in action.
Carl, this is a surprise. I didn't realize you were joining us.
Oh, you know me, always eager to support emerging talent and to bask in the glow of success, of course. Carl von Rove, pleasure to meet you.
No, nice to meet you. So, Richard, tell me about your inspiration for your latest collection.
Well, it's all about the human experience, the beauty in imperfection.
Oh, but Richard, isn't this piece reminiscent of my yacht trip in the Mediterranean? The colors, the textures, it's uncanny.
Well, no, how so?
Richard, tell me about your creative process. I mean, how do you approach your new piece?
Ah, but Jan, it is Jan, isn't it? It's not just about Richard's process. It's about the vision that I've cultivated for him. You see, I provide the resources, the guidance, yes?
Yes. Carl has been a tremendous mentor.
Richard, I mean, can you tell me about the challenges that you faced in...
Forward it and play.
this creation to light?
But the real challenge, Jan, is navigating the competitive art world, and that's where my expertise comes in. You see, I've positioned Richard for success at every turn.
Actually, Carl, can we have a moment alone? I want to chat about the collection in more depth.
Oh, of course, my boy. Anything for the artiste. Thank you, Jan.
Okay, Carl. Look, you can bask in the spotlight all you want, but can you please just touch on the subject of my work?
But Richard, we're a team, remember? Your success is my success. I know what's good for us. So you need to trust me. It's in your interest.
Okay, fine.
A crayon painting evoking the ancient god Poseidon.
was the end of it. Okay, so we're just gonna figure out what this other thing is.
Can you find any evidence on this glass door?
The timeline is complete. Let's go back to the investigation room. Here is the new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found.
Time to take a little break.